Okay, so this is everything I own. Right here. That's insane. Now, let's hope I can get into the car. Okay, so I just finished loading up the car and it's time to go. I'm gonna show you the car real quick. I could not have fit any more into this car. It's a Ford EcoSport, I don't know how to say that. And it was like the perfect size, but I can't even open up the trunk to show you. But here is where my poor dogs are gonna be. I got them some bones. I put this up to protect the leather, just so they don't scratch it. Because I had cream leather in my Jeep, and I always had this just to protect it. They're not gonna be super happy with this small space, but they got the windows here completely full. And then down here is all my clothes. And then up here I got my driver's side loaded with things that I'll need so I don't have to keep opening up the trunk. So I got my food and clothes and stuff like that. I was gonna bring a little cooler, but I ran out of room. So this is what we're working with. This is the car, it's super nice. I have like my maps and everything up here so I don't have to use my phone, which I was kind of concerned about because obviously I don't know where I'm going. So super nice, comfortable car. I'll show you. Look, it's fairly small. Can you believe my whole entire life is in there? So, goodbye to the little house. There's still like a good amount of stuff here because Dustin is staying here. Goodbye 75-inch TV. I need to get rid of that. I'm just gonna put a free sign on it. But yeah, basically, here's my dogs. They know, they're ready to go. I left basically, oh my gosh, almost forgot this. The important part. I don't really need those towels, but I want this blanket. Look, it's got pumpkins on it. And this crap. Ugh, I should probably look around. This is just crazy. This is kind of sad. Here's my room. Goodbye. I sold my bed a while ago. Again, a lot of stuff is being left. Those are just like cubbies and stuff, all my hangers. Bathroom's nice and clean for once. Yeah. Oh, I want to show you the saddest part. This house is really old, in case you haven't been able to tell. This used to be my gym. Now it's empty. That's sad. Okay. Hey, Rocky. Are you guys ready? Hey, load up. Ready? Ready? Come on. Load up. There you go, buddies. You found your bone? Oh yeah, you guys are going to hate me. I'm sorry. It's going to be a long trip, but you'll have fun, okay? Are you ready? Literally, when I picked up this car, I was like, oh, Ford, found on the road, dead, great. And I jinxed myself because it's not accelerating. I noticed it going over to Bend because I drove through Bend, and I was like, maybe it's just like it's supposed to be good on gas, and so maybe it just has no pep to it. And I was like, no, the RPMs are going up pretty high. It's definitely not accelerating. Then the check engine light came on, and now they're like, oh yeah, just take it to the next budget whatever and get a new rental car. Okay, cool. Are you gonna fucking unpack my car and pack it again with my dogs and it's 90 degrees? Like, holy smokes. Has it been a freaking day? Piper, has it been a day, sis? Has it been a day? Yes. Oh, God. Let me just tell you about my day here. Hi, buddy. So, again, I tried to record this on my camera. I just keep laughing because I don't want to have another mental breakdown, but I tried to record this on my camera and it said that it got too hot. And you're gonna laugh when I tell you this story because then you're gonna understand and then it's going to make things even worse. So basically right now I'm in the freaking ghetto. Ew. Literally ghetto. But it was the only hotel that had availability on a Monday. Confused. That allowed dogs. I shouldn't even be hugging this pillow, but I just need to hug something. And it was either the room with no AC or the smoking room that smelled like an ashtray apparently. Oh my god, my feet are disgusting. So yeah, we went with the no AC, which honestly I had to think like a lot on. I could not decide. I was like, I hate the smell of smoke more than anything. And the guy was like, yeah, it smells like an ashtray with like Febreze. I was like, ugh, I don't think I could sleep through that. But also like being in a hot stuffy room, like it was 90 degrees today. I honestly don't know which is worse right now, but I will tell you something. This right here was the absolute best part of my day. And my dogs are gonna get it. Look at it, look at it. No, this is mine. That was literally the only good thing about my day. It was this amazing pork sandwich. But yeah, so today has been a bit of a mess. So day 1, traveling cross country, and I'm about 4 hours from home. I'm still in Oregon. I wanted to be in Idaho, but so I did that super cute video with my camera where I was packing up my rental car and showed you guys that, and then I removed. Piper, stop. So yeah, and then I drove basically 2.5 to 3 hours up the pass, so up the mountains to through Bend, because that's the route I wanted to go instead of like through Portland, because one, I hate driving through Portland. I hate like the big cities. I prefer to take the back roads as much as possible, and I've driven through Bend so many times, so I know the pass like the back of my hand, and I was like, I want to see the views, I want to be comfortable, like that's what I'm doing. So I started driving and everything's fine, but then all of a sudden, like halfway through like getting up to the mountain, the car like wasn't accelerating, and mind you, it's a Ford EcoSport. I don't know how to say it. I keep saying it both ways because I don't know what it is, but it's supposed to be good on gas mileage. That's literally the only reason I got it. Otherwise I was gonna get like this newer Mazda CRV like thing, CRX or whatever it's called, and I was like, ooh, speedy and cute and big, and anyways went with this one, and it like wasn't accelerating, and I had noticed it before when I like first started driving it, that it didn't have like any pep in its like step. And so I was like, oh, well, maybe it's just because it's good on gas mileage, and maybe I'm just really used to like hammering down constantly, and so this car like kind of stops you from doing that, and is kind of like a slow acceleration. So that's just kind of what I was telling myself this whole time. And then I'm driving up the mountains and I am not able to go any faster. My foot is like basically, it was at a couple points on the floor, like pedal to the floor, and I'm going 40, dropping, but my RPMs was raising, and I was like, ooh, something's not right here. And so then I thought maybe like it just is different, and like you need to shift it differently. So I was kind of like feathering on the gas to try and see if it would kind of like adjust, and it never really did. And so it took me forever to get over the mountain. And then I was like, this is really weird. So I stopped in Sisters like right after, once I get service, and took the dogs out. And then I Googled it and was like, oh, like slow acceleration on Ford EcoSport, because I was like, maybe there's something that I need to do in order to help it shift. No, it said bad transmission, all of this stuff. And I was like, no, that's not what I wanted to see. I don't think that's an issue. I was like, no, it's a rental car. It only has 44,000 miles. Like, that wouldn't happen. And then the check engine light came on, and I was like, yeah, that's happening. Because then this was actually terrifying. I was at this like crossroad, and so, because I called budget, and they're like, oh, you need to just go to the other location and they'll swap out cars. I was like, okay, easy enough. So at first I panicked because I was like, of course my check engine light would come on, because I literally got rid of my Jeep for this reason and didn't buy a new car for this reason. I was like, a rental car will be good. I'll be solid. So a moment of panic came on and frustration, and I was just like, ugh. But it was all okay. It worked out. And so I'm driving to Redmond, and so there's like this fork in the road, right? So you have to stop here, and then people are coming here, but I have to like get across there. And like I had enough time, but from stop, because I was stopped, to like accelerating, it was not going. And I was terrified because there's people coming, and like I had enough time, but had it not kicked up, like, so I panicked, and I was like, oh my gosh. Thankfully it was just a straight stretch all the way there, because I know the back roads. But I was like, and also thankfully it happened, you know, that was the best time, because I just was about to hit this long stretch of just like literally nothing, and so at least I wasn't stranded anywhere, or like, you know, it didn't cause any issues. So got it swapped out. The lady was super nice. She came and sat with my dogs, because I was like, okay, it's 90 degrees and I have my dogs. I can't, and it was at the airport. I was like, I can't walk into the airport and spend all this time doing this while my dogs sat in the car. Like, so she was like, okay, I'm gonna come out. So she sat with my dogs, super nice, while I went in, swapped the vehicles, and then and it's no issue. Like, they're like, okay, here you go. I was like, cool. So then I had this was really annoying. I should have recorded it, because I was literally running back and forth, but it's like, I was so annoyed and like kind of just like felt defeated. But I also laughed, so it's okay. But I had to move everything from the car that I just packed up so perfectly. I had to move it into the new car, and I was really frustrated because I couldn't get like my dog thing up, and like the little like protective cover and everything, like, because it was so hot. I was hot, I was sweating. My dogs had to sit in the car before I could, you know, so they're like whining, and all the doors are open, and I'm panicking, like people are walking around, and like I don't want them to like jump out. So it was just kind of stressful. So I was trying to get that done as fast as possible. Didn't get it as organized as I had it before, so I was kind of overwhelmed. Like, again, not a super big deal, you know, it just was kind of like one of those things I didn't really want to happen. So I'm like, okay, shake it off, it's fine. Driving, and like I really messed up. So I was like, okay, I'm hungry, I'm getting kind of shaky, I need some caffeine, I just need to like refresh. Everything's great, this car is fast. I step on the gas and it goes boom, like perfect, I'm happy. And then I hit the straight stretch of 151 miles without anything in sight. So it was really sad because I had like a couple sips left of my water and I was so thirsty. So I was like, okay, I gotta like spare my water. And I really wanted a coffee and I really wanted food. And there's literally nothing. If you've ever driven from Redmond to Burns, there's absolutely nothing. And when you do see a building, you think, oh, there's a grocery store. But for some reason, they just keep these rundown buildings up everywhere. And I've driven this route before and I should have paid attention, but I was just like not thinking. So then when I finally got to Burns, I'm hungry, right? So dinner was the best part. Found a really nice restaurant. I have no idea what it's called, but the food was great. My waitress was really awesome. I had like literally the best root beer of my life. I know that sounds so weird, but it was so good. I'm literally not sleeping. And so I was tired and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get a hotel. So then I can sleep really good because I haven't been sleeping good. And then I could shower and then I could just like restart, right? So I booked this one place and as I was at dinner, I booked it. And because it's really hard to find dog-friendly places on a Monday night, which is ridiculous, but whatever. So I booked this place. It was $100, and on Expedia it said it was the only thing available, and it kind of looked grungy. And I mean, all the places around here look grungy. And I was like, I just want like a Best Western or something like decent. And so I was like, fine, whatever, I'm gonna book this. I didn't like that it was like literally right off the highway, like the room, I could like look at the highway. I don't like that. That freaks me out. But again, I was like, I'm just gonna stay here because if I keep driving, there's literally nothing. And so I was like, I'm not gonna do that again. I'm not gonna be stranded. I'm not gonna be tired. I need to rest. So I get there and nobody's in the lobby. The door's locked, the lights are off. And I start just breaking down. Finally, everything is just like, why? And so then I look up pet-friendly hotels near me and I call this other place and just to see if they have availability. And I'm desperate at this point because there's not a big list and everything said that there's no availability on Expedia. So the guy goes, yeah, we can take you, we allow dogs. Do you want the room with the broken AC that's a non-smoking room, or do you want the smoking room? And I was like, oh, great options. Like, I actually had a really hard time choosing because I was like, I don't know. Like, he said that I was like, how bad is the smoking room? He's like, it smells like an ashtray with Febreze. I was like, yeah, that's not gonna work. But I don't know, it's so freaking hot. I cannot sleep when I'm hot, so, and I don't want to open up the window because I'm scared. Like, actually scared. But I got my guard dogs. I'll be fine. Good girl. Just not exactly how I wanted day one to go. And I was hoping that I could just rest and refresh, but that's not gonna happen. So we'll see how long. It's 9:45. I was tired, but now I don't feel tired. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to sleep. It's okay though. Like, I don't know. I know it's all gonna work out. Like, And I was laughing earlier when I was swapping over the cars because it was like, well, I really wanted to go with the flow, so here I am going with the flow. Like, I didn't want to have things planned out, because if I had this specific plan, I would have been an absolute just like nutcase right now, because when I plan things and it doesn't go according to plan, I get really just like defeated. I hate, like, it's not good. So I knew that I needed to have that flexibility and just kind of let go of control. And it's like, whatever happens, happens for a reason. And, you know, it's all gonna work out. And so I just was kind of laughing today when I was swapping the cars. It's like, really going with the flow here, like, but this is just not funny. If there was AC, I'd be happy, but it's so hot right now, and my poor dogs. But yeah, so that's that. That's day one. I wanted to do like a little card chat. I always do like these live Facebook things, which I'll probably do, and I'll probably post on here too. But I wanted to put just a little snippet. Put your legs down, sis. Just a little part here in this vlog. But basically, like, I was thinking, like, I don't know how to like say it. I was like trying to think of it the whole time. So I feel like I'm pretty independent for the most part. But then like I can get kind of like attached to people in the sense of like I get used to having someone around, and so then being on my own makes me kind of anxious again, and like kind of like not necessarily lonely, it's just I feel like really anxious in public places. I don't like that because I'm not typically like that, and so this has been kind of a good push to get out of my comfort zone, because I just keep thinking like this isn't just like a road trip that I've gone on, because I've done those by myself, and then it's like, oh, and then I go home and all my friends are there, or, you know, I was living with my ex for a long time, or, you know, my family, whatever, right? I go home and then I'm surrounded by people I know. But like, this is like a week-long road trip that like I don't have a home, and like I'm going to be alone. Like there's no like going back to people, you know? And that's like scary, but like I know it's gonna be okay. I know it's gonna be good. And you're probably like watching this like, what the heck? If you're so sad about it, then why are you leaving? Because I want to be pushed out of my comfort zone. And, you know, it's okay to be emotional, and it's okay to be scared and all of that. Like, we're human. Like, I don't have to sit here and act like this is all perfect. Like, it's not, and I'm scared, and I'm figuring it out day by day, and I know it's gonna be okay. Right here, so everybody. But I'm gonna end my vlog here. Hopefully nothing else exciting happens tonight. I'm gonna try to sleep, and tomorrow's gonna be a better day. If this shower doesn't work in the morning, I'm gonna throw hands. Okay. Goodbye. See you tomorrow.